Hello everyone, this is Rini and this will be my first video review, and I'm going to be talking about Too Faced Sweet Peach palette from their recent summer collection, which had released along with the Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara, the Sweethearts Blush, and the Sweethearts Bronzer, and I think 2 to 3 other things. So it was a huge collection, which caused this to be a little hectic to get. Which I will get to in a second. I found out about this palette a couple weeks before release, and I immediately just wanted it. I just needed it. I needed it in my heart and soul, and it needed to be mine. I had a few people try to talk me out of it because it is pretty standard. It is not very innovative. It's not very different, but I don't own that many palettes. I understand that Too Faced likes to play it safe and goes along with like neutrals and stuff like that. I believe the Bittersweet Chocolate palette is the one that's closest to this if you want the neutrals in this palette, because there really aren't that many peachy shades as many had hoped they would include. Now for the actual release, this got released March 17th or St. Patty's Day, 12 a.m. Pacific time, which is 2 a.m. my time, so I had to stay up until 2 a.m. for this release, and it was supposed to. Let me say, it was supposed to come out 12 a.m. Pacific time. It got released 5 to 10 minutes ahead of time, which caused the site to explode and just go bye-bye right at 12 a.m. And it wouldn't come back for about 3 hours, so by the time it was 3 a.m. Pacific time or 5 a.m. my time, I was finally able to get this palette. There were occasionally a few people that got in ahead of time, or in between that whole hectic period, and got the palette, but I was not one of those. And also, I did not get this palette by normal means. I couldn't get it via my laptop. I had to get on my phone, clear my cache, clear my browsing history, turn off my Wi-Fi, and turn my phone on and off just to get this palette, because for some reason it wasn't responding to Wi-Fi. But now that's all said and done. So a couple days after I bought the palette, it did ship out. However, I heard that there were issues with the messaging system, so you may or may have not gotten the email a little later than you were supposed to. I'm not sure. Too Faced was just having a lot of issues. I did get the palette on March 25th, though. So it wasn't that, long after, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And here we are now. So here's the exterior packaging. Very cute, gold text, gold leaf, very shiny, sweet peach. Here's the back, gold text again, the shades and their names, cute little peach character. Now what's inside? Absolutely nothing, because I took out the contents already. Now, what used to be inside was obviously the palette and this sweet peach pamphlet. Style guide to show you looks that you could probably make but never will achieve because you're not that great at makeup. They suggest these 3 different looks, which I personally do not like really any of them. Well, I do like the smoldering peach. It's more flattering on my eyes because I do have hooded eyes, so this cut crease kind of look will go with me, but this will not do, and this will not do. And they do give you a step-by-step guide how to achieve those looks, but once again, you never will. Here's the exterior. Not the exterior. What the hell? Here's the packaging. The little peaches, the gradient effect. It's so pretty. Too Faced Sweet Peach. The back of it. That little peachy character again is so cute. It's so cute. Ooh, you can see me. Oh, I'm sick right now. Please don't look at me in that reflection. Don't look at me. And here's the palette, which I have to open it this way because you'll see a little different. Like, look at my tripod. I don't even have a tripod. This is my makeshift tripod. Look at that. Look at that. It's boxes and my phone, as I'm using as a camera. So here are the shades. As the box indicates, and as I'm sure you all know, this does smell like peaches. But I do think it smells more like those peach rings or peach candy than it really does smell like actual peaches. But I haven't smelled fresh peaches in a while, so. Also, I'm not really sure what a lot of people were complaining about. Like, yes, there are only like 3 vibrant peachy shades, but all of these have peach undertones in them. So, it's not like there's only like 3 peach shades. There's these as well. I also like how these other shades correlate with the whole sweet peach concept. You know, you have the pits of the peach, and then whenever the peach darkens, and the browns and the greens for the leaves and the stems and all that good stuff. I like the concept. I'm not complaining about it that much. Whoa there, I just noticed my camera was not in focus for a good amount. But anyway, so I will be swatching these. My favorite shade, I will say beforehand, is this Bellany? I don't know. I can't remember how to pronounce it for the life of me. So I will get to the swatches in a little bit, and I will do that later. Oh, you saw my hair. So this is the first column. White peach is the one that's closest to my wrist. Nectar is in the middle, and peaches and cream is the one at the bottom. The middle shade, Nectar, is metallic. The white shade at the top is shimmery, and that last one, I believe, is matte. I will say that my camera is not doing these shades justice. They are a little more pigmented than they come up on my camera, but just by a little bit. These do tend to pop more whenever you have corresponding colors, because these are like highlighting and base shades. You know, nothing special on their own. The next 3 shades from left to right are Luscious, Cobbler, and Georgia. Once again, my camera not doing justice. Luscious and Cobbler are metallics, which I don't think the metallic effect is coming up that well for Cobbler. Luscious most certainly is coming up a little bit, but not as beautifully as it is in real life. Luscious is a bronzy shade with peach undertones, fading into a kind of a gold shade, and Cobbler is brown, fading into a bronzy metallic effect, and Georgia's just matte, peachy undertone color, you know. The next 3 shades from left to right once again are Just Peachy, Candied Peach, and Caramelized. Just Peachy is a dark peach pink to gold metallic color. Candied Peach is the true peach color in this palette with purple sparkles. And Caramelized is another brown metallic color. Doesn't really fade into any. The next 3 shades after that are Bless Her Heart, Bellini, and Puree. I just noticed that Bellini, it seems like it's just a reverse color of Just Peachy over here. A little more pigmented though. I love Bellini. Bellini is a little more golden peach metallic color. Bless Her Heart is a shimmery or kind of metallic green. Yeah, I think it's a metallic. And Puree is just a matte brown. So the next 3 shades are Tempting, Peach Pit, and Summer Yum. Tempting is a dark green shade, but it is not coming up as black as it is in real life. It's obviously not a true black green shade. It's very dusty, like it wasn't meant to be that dark. Peach Pit is a metallic brown with purple undertones, and Summer Yum is a matte brown shade again. And finally, the last 3 shades are Charmed I'm Sure, Delectable, and Talk Derby to Me. Charmed I'm Sure is just, you know, another matte brown, you know, because Too Faced, damn Too Faced, back at it again with their matte browns, and yeah. Delectable is a matte purple with, you know, one of those reddy purples, like, you know, burgundy. I don't remember what color this is. Maroon? Someone help me. Talk Derby to Me, though. Oh my god, Talk Derby to Me. It is so pretty. It's probably one of the most interesting shades in this palette next to Bellini and Just Peachy. Talk Derby to Me is a dark purple or a light black, you know, one of those not true blacks with purple and gold flecks. Like, it is so pretty. I hope it is gold flecks. Like, I see 2 different colors. I don't just see purple flecks in there. And it's so pretty. Like, I can see how this can be incorporated with dark sky, galaxy-inspired looks. I love this shade. I just haven't used it yet. So there you have it. All 18 shades of the Sweet Peach palette. So final verdict, I do think this palette is worth the $49 it is priced at. And it was definitely worth me trying to get this palette throughout that whole release date mess. If you are one of those people that get Too Faced stuff sent for you for free, good on you. So the pros are the colors are beautiful, rich, pigmented, and creamy, and you're unique for the most part. And if I'm not just making this up, I think that the formulation in this palette might be better than the Chocolate Bonbons palette. And I say that because the peachy colors right here, they're not as hard to get on or get a good pigmentation out of versus the pink shades in the Chocolate Bonbons palette that I did really have to pack on to get a good color out of. This palette is very versatile. You get your summer and spring looks in here definitely, and then you get some of your fall looks if you wanted to. Other pros include that I think that they created this palette with darker or tan skin tones in mind, because for the summer most people are out getting tans, so these peach colors will definitely be complementary to tan skin tones. And you know, the obvious pro being that it smells like peaches, or it smells at least like the peach ring candies. And another oddly weird pro, if you want to consider that is if you do catch fallout from this palette, and you know, that's also a pro in itself, there's hardly any fallout. If you do catch fallout in your mouth, it tastes like sugar or it tastes like peaches, and I don't know how they do that. I don't know if that's even good, but yay. Another pro is that they provide a pamphlet with like 3 different styles that you can attempt, but probably never will or probably can't even get the same look from. But that's good, I guess. Now my only gripe with this palette is that it seems redundant to have 3 metallic brown shades and 3 matte brown shades, almost similar, almost in the same family. So I think they could do without at least 1 metallic brown shade and 1 matte brown shade. But for the most part, they do. All the colors, you know, they correspond very well. It's not like, you know, you have this out of the blue color that you can't do anything with. I think Too Faced did a very good job with keeping the theme in line, the packaging, obviously, the pigmentation, the formula, stuff like that. Everything was great. I could see why people made a fuss about this palette and why I don't really like it that much, because it is just neutrals. Too Faced likes to play it safe and just go with neutrals. So if you're somebody that uses all their palettes and like pays attention to their makeup, you don't really need this palette. If you have a semi-sweet chocolate bar, I think it was, which is the closest one, you wouldn't really need this palette because of the browns that are involved in here. However, if you're someone like me that doesn't have that many palettes, and you're looking for a good, great summer palette look thingy, well, here's one right here. Anyway, that was my review. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm not sure what to say at the end. I guess let me know if you liked this palette, if you didn't like this palette, what was your favorite shade if you did, and blah, blah, blah. And I think I'm good. Bye.